When a narcissist cannot affect your life directly, when they can no longer use and abuse you, they start something called smear campaigning. Smear campaigning is one of the ways to isolate you from your support system, from the people that are close to you, so that you can be punished indirectly and they can keep abusing you even in their absence. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional, and in today's episode, I will be talking about running an anti smear campaign and how to handle the smear campaign strategically. When you try to find information on how to deal with a smear campaign, maybe you would find the advice like you should be focusing on yourself. You should trust yourself, and the people who deserve to be in your life would stay, and those who do not deserve to be in any kind of relationship with you would leave, and it would be a good riddance. While it is a good advice, it looks and seems impractical to me at the same time. Because on one hand, the narcissist is putting in efforts day and night to smear your name, to label you this and that and the other. And on the other hand, you cannot sit hand on hand, resting and just hoping that they would not be able to affect the most important relationships in your life. Instead, I have developed something different, something that helps you to strategically deal with smear campaigning. And it is called running an anti smear campaign, which is probably similar to what a narcissist does, but, but opposite in many, many ways. Before I talk more about smear campaigning and running an anti-smear campaign, I would really appreciate if you just share your experiences in the comments below, what your experiences have been with smear campaigning and how it has affected your life. Now, coming to running an anti-smear campaign, there are two main steps, two main processes. One, handling the external impact, and then handling the internal impact at the same time, because one without the other would not be effective as much as it would be if you do both of the things together. So let's explore further what goes into external process and what goes into the internal process of running an anti-smear campaign. When it comes to the internal processes, you have to understand that a narcissist belittles, humiliates, pushes your buttons, does whatever they do just to elicit emotional reactions from you and somehow affect you emotionally. That is what their main motive and agenda is. And as long as what they are doing, as long as it gets you, as long as you take it personally and if it affects you, they win. So it is very important and crucial to understand that you have to work on your core wounds. You have to work on your insecurities. You have to work on your self concept. You have to work on self worth and self esteem, and you have to build your confidence to the level where you know who you are and you do not get affected by what others have to say about who you are as a person. You should have it strong enough within that it should be enough for you know who you are and what you stand for, and what others think about you wouldn't matter that much. That is what goes into the internal process, and that is what you have to thoroughly work on as you focus on the external process as well. Coming to the external process, and before I talk about that, make sure that you subscribe to the channel by pressing the subscribe button if you're watching this video on YouTube, and also make sure that you subscribe and follow if you're listening to this as a podcast or if you're watching this video on other platforms. So, coming to the external processes, when it comes to running an anti smear campaign, what you need to do is you have to first recognize the potential relationships that are important to you that you do not want to lose. And you're afraid that the narcissist might reach out to those people and start smearing your name. These relationships should be the ones that you really want to save and you care about. For example, it could be your business partner, your sibling, your parent, your close friend, and you do not want to lose them. Or it could be your, support group, support system, anything. It could be collective or individual. So what you would do is you would reach out after recognizing the relationships. You would reach out to these people, and this is something what you would say and explain. I really value our relationship and it's very important to my heart and I do not want to lose it, which is why I thought I should reach out and I should let you know about a potential danger to our relationship. And then you would go and explain something along the lines of, this is what I have experienced and this is what has been going on. That is what the narcissist has been doing. And I am afraid that they would reach out and smear my name, when in fact the reality is, and you would explain it in a few points, not more than that, talking about how you were abused. Now, I just wanted you to know so that if they reach out, you already have the information of what they are doing, and that is why I reached out. And then you would attach a small post, some kind of information on smear campaigning so that they know what is going on. So that if the narcissist reaches out, they already know, they already are prepared for it. It's like the vaccination. The vaccination is going on for COVID-19. It's the same thing that you're doing here. You're already preparing the potential relationships for the incoming virus. Some of them would die, but you would be able to save most of them by using this strategic approach. So then you would leave it up to them what they have to do and what they want to decide and what side they want to take and whose story they want to believe. So it definitely would filter many good friends. It would filter your friendships, your relationships, and would make you um, kind of more realistic about who you should be trusting and who is trustworthy and who is a real friend or a real connection. So that is how you would approach this. Summing it up, you have to work on the internal core wounds, those insecurities. You have to process the traumas associated with the self image, and you have to build up your self concept, build up self worth, work on self esteem and self confidence in combination. As you start doing the external process, taking the step of reaching out to the potential relationships that you're afraid you might lose because of the smear campaigning, and then you know cover the ground and keep them prepared so that if the virus comes in, they would already be prepared to fight back. That being said, there would be one question like what to do about those people who have already been smear campaigned and they have taken the narcissist side. Unfortunately, that is a loss. I do understand, but that is how it is right now, and there is no need of saving those relationships because no matter what you do, they have already been put in a trance of the narcissist, and that is what they believe now. So let them be gone because they are gone now, and it's absolutely okay that you focus on what you have on the table and how much you can say. I hope I was able to help you understand how to deal with smear campaigning effectively and strategically. If it really helped you, make sure that you like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to this channel. I'll talk with you very soon. Till then, let the healing begin.